He's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the second overall pick of 2016. An 8-year pro now from North Dakota State, Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes, tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back in his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. And he'll get this to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. First pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Taken in at the 22. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the USC product in his 6th season now, Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Darnold. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he goes out right around the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First run now for Kyren Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Now, hang on here. We got an injury. And, yeah, it's Cooper Kupp who's going to receive some attention following that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here's Wentz to throw.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Wentz to throw on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, they'll be disappointed with that effort.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw taken in by Samuel.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Wentz now to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
Wentz's pass completes to Demarcus Robinson. 4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Now Wentz. That's caught. Davis Allen. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On play action, Wentz. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Wentz. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Down to about the 45.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This is 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run with Freeman. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Wentz. And
this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
A handoff from Mitchell running left.
There he goes left side.
Loose inside the 30.
And down to the 19-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined, no one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Jerron Jennings.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The football going back to the Rams now. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On first down, Wentz. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Two yards to go, second down.
To throw is Wentz. And that's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Darnold.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
From the 50, it's Darnold.
Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. To the air again, Darnold. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Darnold. And he's going to be
taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Darnold. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now.
Formation for the 49ers.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you. Well, time is of the essence. We breezed through halftime, and we are ready for the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Completes it to Jennings. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Right back to Mitchell here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st and 10, Darnold.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him. even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Aaron Donald
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a 1-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. 1-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run over center with Mitchell.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now it's Darnold.
That's caught at the 3.
And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing now is Wentz.
Back-to-back completions here to Freeman.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush decisions or another turnover.
Now Wentz.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Rams on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Wentz. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Again, it's Wentz.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Rams football here as we get your reset.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw pulled in by Atwell here.
Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Wentz. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
To throw is Wentz.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Now Wentz.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
On the counter, Mitchell.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Keep our boys. That's right, dog. You know what we need, baby. I know you.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. This is 1st and 10.
Wentz going to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Here's 2nd down.
To throw, it's Wentz. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Now Wentz. Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
One final try now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
Did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
most games it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.